Hi guys, today we are in Wye River on Victoria's surf coast and I have a modernist retreat for us to explore. Minimal, luxurious and at one with nature, it's time to let us in. It's a very steep descent to get to a very private facade, and it's still very private. In fact, all the doors are closed and they are begging to be opened. We've got to take a closer look at this view. That, guys, is what I call a view. That is just sensational. So we've got a very minimal palette here with our living room. It's all very restrained. I can't take my eyes off this 4-way fireplace and it's begging to be lit. So let me just sort this out. All right, challenge guys. Will this fire still be going by the time we finish the home tour? Let's see. Let's open up the rest of these curtains before we head outside. My gosh, that light is just sensational. After you. How good. The sound, the fact that there's just so much bush, but that view of the ocean and the size of this balcony is huge. To be honest with you, it's like double the size of that internal living area. So it makes sense, right? This is literally where you'd want to be pretty much all year round. We've got a very simple kitchen, so it's very refined, really simple greys, muted tones with this stone. It's all just seamless, no handles. It's very clean and calm, which really does just gravitate your attention towards the view. Sorry for interrupting myself, but I couldn't help but notice that coffee table could seriously benefit from having a copy of Retreat, the coffee table book to end all coffee table books. It is easily one of the best, most impressive, jaw-dropping, chock full of design inspiration and stories, and I am not in the slightest bit biased. Okay, I did write the book. It features 24 homes and exclusive stories that dive into the why, the how, and also the problems behind moving away from the city, all while showcasing incredible architecture and interiors. It is available globally, so no matter where you are in the world, you will be able to get your hands on one. Hit the link in the description below to get your copy, and a very big thank you to Retreat for making this episode of Let Us In possible. Now, back to the home tour. So this is the main bedroom of the home and it has this balcony, which I do want to open up and explore. And it's just such a beautiful size, and just the sound of the ocean and the way it filters into the bedroom, it really is quite magical. Speaking of magical, my goodness, this ensuite, a very generous size. We've got the same stone that we saw in the kitchen with this grey tone of the tile. I love the generosity of that mirror. It really picks up and I can see the ocean like from all sides. It's quite beautiful. Shower, toilet, and of course, a beautiful big bath. And you know what? It's the first home tour back, guys. You know I'm gonna do it. Shoes and all. So good. That view is something else. Door number 2. So this bedroom also boasts its own balcony. So I love the fact that both bedrooms have that aspect out onto the bush. This obviously looks to the bush side, doesn't get that ocean view. Very minimal, very consistent with this grey cabinetry. This one has the addition of that desk nook area as well. Oh, very light and bright. So this is the second bathroom, the main bathroom on this level. A beautiful skylight detail. It's just very fresh and light. It's all very minimal, and again, the repetition of the stone, the tile. It's all quite classic and restrained. I feel like I'm on some kind of game show, like Wheel of Fortune. Making me some sort of game show host, revealing what's behind the doors. And this very cute third bedroom. So we've got a queen bed here, and I also love this little touch. Inbuilt single bed, very sweet, the addition of that bunk bed. It's quite a generous room in here as well, so you can definitely sleep quite a few people. And then I think this is the last door, guys. I think. Oh, my goodness. All right, so this is very dark. Very moody, very different to what we've been seeing in the other rooms. I actually really like how dramatic this feels. It's black out everything. We've got a black sink and that skylight. To be honest, if it wasn't for that, this room, you wouldn't be able to see anything, but that pocket of light really is quite a beautiful moment. So guys, is the fire still going? Happy to report, it still is, kind of. I'll take it. I'm very competitive, so I'm kind of happy with that. Now, let's go back into the kitchen. I'll get myself a drink, and then let's chat about this home in more detail. So this is Cumulus House, and it was designed by Chris Connell, who undertook both the architecture and the interior design. Now, Chris is very familiar with this part of the coast, living nearby himself, and also having designed other homes in this area. He's very much known for his simplicity, functionality, and attention to detail, which very much came into full effect on this project. This home is elevated on a very steep site, and what is a very concealed and private facade inevitably opens itself up as soon as you walk through that front door. There's this gravitational pull that just pulls you towards that incredible four-way fireplace, and those sliding doors, those windows that just wrap the whole width of this living and dining space. And then it just extends further onto that very large balcony which we saw, and it just continues to extend the home even further, amplifying the views of the bush and also the ocean below. Balconies also extend from those two bedrooms to continue that connection with nature. And the interiors are very restrained, and there's this removal of decorative elements that really does serve as this invisible backdrop, allowing it to kind of just recede into the background and then really draw your attention outward. It's all very much quality over quantity when it comes to interiors. A muted palette of timber, stone, and plaster. Custom furniture from Herbert Mason, including the perforated outdoor setting, custom engineered fireplace flue and dining table, and the sofa, stools, and lamps are all from hay. This particular area of coastline is in a flame zone, and it does have a BAL 40 rating. So to meet those requirements, they did need to put in a bunker and of course use fire resistant materials. So absolutely no timber in sight, but instead concrete cladding, galvanized steel, and composite decking. Under the house is fully sealed with cement sheet, and these design considerations led to a very robust functional exterior, one that was very much in harmony with a modernist approach. This desire to create a modernist design both outside and in was really important to the homeowner, who wanted to create a holiday home that was removed from excess. He loves the simplicity of clean lines and spaces and wanted to eliminate anything unnecessary in order to project your energy outward. Minimalism system is often described as simple, but actually in order to execute it, it's kind of anything but. It actually takes quite a lot of work to conceal these functional elements in your home to create a seamless experience. So for example, in this home, all of the downpipes are actually concealed internally, and all of the split systems are also concealed within the cabinetry. So all these design decisions add to the construction process, and you need to be committed to the aesthetic without compromise in order to truly achieve a seamless, high attention to detail finish. I do admire minimalist design. It's not for me, let me be clear, but I do really appreciate it when it can be executed in this way. I was actually really interested to know if the homeowner had another minimalist primary home that he lives in the city, and the answer was no. He said it would be almost impossible with 2 young kids. So they really see this minimalist retreat as their own really private haven and a way for them to really switch off and connect completely to nature. This home has a quiet energy that slowly builds an excitement the longer you spend here. Its understated and muted palette purposely takes a back seat in order for the outside to do all the work. And with a view like that, it's easy to see why. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this home tour. I'd love to know what you thought, so let me know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe. We've got plenty more home tours coming your way.